All right, what's up, everybody? Brian here, and this is my NXT Takeover Chicago predictions for tomorrow night's NXT Takeover Chicago on the WWE Network. So let's get right into it. All three championships are going to be on the three championships are going to be on the line. We are going to see a street fight plus a match that could be a show stealer. So let's get right into the predictions. Of course, the one match that everybody, or not, I shouldn't say everybody's looking forward to, but it's a match that people should look forward to because it has the potential to be a match of the night for tomorrow's NXT Takeover. Is Ricochet versus the Velveteen Dream. This one, I think, is going to be a show stealer. Both guys are great in the ring. This one came about because of a handicap match that I believe, if I remember correctly, Velveteen Dream walked out of with Ricochet. I believe they took on, and I could be wrong, I think they took on Lars Sullivan, and Velveteen Dream left, or vice versa, and that's how this matchup came about. As far as picking a winner, let's see. I'm gonna pick Ricochet to win. He is new to NXT. He had a great performance at the last Takeover event, which was NXT Takeover New Orleans, in that six-way ladder match. So I think he's going to get a big win tomorrow night at Takeover Chicago. Another match taking place tomorrow night will be the street fight between Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. This one is a year in the making since last year's NXT Takeover Chicago, where Ciampa turned on Gargano after they lost their rematch for the NXT Tag Team titles. We've seen what's been going on NXT since then, and of course what happened at the last Takeover event, which was the unsanctioned match between those two, where Gargano won. In my opinion, I thought that was going to be the end for that feud last time, but they're continuing it now with a street fight that I see Ciampa winning. I see that's going to be my official pick. I think Tommaso Ciampa walks out victorious tomorrow night over Johnny Gargano. We have the NXT Tag Team titles on the line as Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly of Undisputed Era defend against Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. This one I think is going to be a pretty good match. I mean, O'Reilly and Strong, they are the champions, so they have that advantage of, Lorcan and Burch have to beat them. They do not have to beat Lorcan and Burch. Do I see a surprise upset? Do I see Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch walk out champions? No. I think that O'Reilly and Strong are going to walk out with still the NXT Tag Team Champions. So that's my official pick on that one. NXT Women's title on the line. Shayna Baszler defends against Nikki Cross. Honestly, their women's division in NXT has really been taking a lot of hits from women being called up to the main roster. So they have. I guess that's why they kept Nikki. That's why they kept Nikki Cross in NXT, because she was a part of Sanity, but they called Killian Dane, Alexander Wolf, and Eric Young up, which I don't even know why they called them up. They haven't used them yet. um, only at a live event that they made their debut. But you would have thought that Nikki Cross would have been brought up with the other members of Sanity, but I could see why they kept her down there, kept her down in NXT, because their women's division, they really do not have any legitimate contenders that could give Shayna Baszler run for her money with as far as the championship is concerned, with maybe the exception of Kairi Sane. But this one I think is going to be a really good match. I see Shayna Baszler walking out still champion, so that's my official pick for that one. Which brings us to the big one, NXT Championship on the line. Aleister Black making his first title defense at a takeover event against Lars Sullivan. Lars has really been impressive, as well as and Aleister Black has really been impressive as well. He defeated Andrade Cien Almas back at Takeover New Orleans to win the championship, but he's gonna have his work cut out for him. Lars is not gonna be a pushover, but I do think that Aleister Black walks out still NXT champion, so that's my official pick for that match. So yeah, I mean, pretty much that's all the matches that they have signed for tomorrow night's takeover event. If you guys are planning on watching NXT Takeover Chicago, let me know what you guys think of it, what you guys think is going to happen in the comments below. This has been my real quick predictions for tomorrow night's NXT Takeover Chicago. I will have a review after the event is over. I don't know what time it'll be up, but I will have a review and give my thoughts on what happened, what happens tomorrow night. So with that being said, this has been my NXT Takeover Chicago predictions video. As always, I am Brian, and thank you for watching.